We murdered America. We had a tickle with the Austro-Hungarians. France, which is being a bit of a nuisance. Extra wet and good and yes. Go and tickle China. That should be extremely wet. Try and find the enemy and see if we can slap them in the face. First look of a Chinese vessel on this game, and that has got some fat cannons on it. Look at the size of that. Okay, that is dangerous. Stop hitting my things, please. Oh, it got clobbered. Yes. Yes. That is a hot ship. Well, I don't think it's much good to anybody now. China is being murdered. Oh, hello and welcome to yet another season of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts with the MoisTea Gaming. So if you've watched the previous two episodes, well not episodes, seasons, quick summary, we murdered America, invaded it as British, it is now firmly under our colonial rule once again. The second season we had a tickle with the Austro-Hungarians and tried to fondle other nations in the region, but they were just being resistant and refusing to fight. Now, Season 3, things are on edge. We have France, which is being a bit of a nuisance, and we also have China, which has decided that they've had enough. And that is actually who we are now fighting today. Isn't that wonderful? We've only collared them, just a couple of their boats. I think there's a heavy cruiser and a destroyer, nothing too fantastic. We have just one of our fleets, which is some of the upgraded versions of the previous lot. If you've watched previously, you'll know what they are. However, exciting news, we also have many new ships in production. They are building. The new era of ships are coming. And oh, are they spicy. Extra wet and good and yes. So, the French are also attacking China, so I have kind of just jumped on the bandwagon because I can't be having the French taking everything that the Chinese have, because then they'll be an even bigger bastard than what they're probably already going to be. France has the biggest GDP apart from me, so they are my biggest rival. However, with their fighting against China, with the way it works, China has got a lot of ships in one particular area, their entire navy, whereas France, yes, they've got outposts and things, but as you know, France's empire, it's vast, so they've got bits of stuff everywhere, so they've taken actually quite a few losses. So, my plan is to go and tickle China a little bit, make sure the French don't get all the glory, try and make it so that them two blow each other up, so I can take the spoils, and so far it seems to be working, which is wonderful. And if I can manage to take majority of China, that will mean I'm then left with a weakened France who I'm at brink of war with, so that should be extremely wet. Other news, we've had Italy going on a full rampage. They are now invading Spain and seem to be doing a successful job of it. The Spanish and Hungarian alliance against Italy seems to have collapsed a bit. It's just versus Spain now, so I think the Italians are going to get some land grabs finally. So this is some of the boat. They're just doing whatever they're doing at the moment. We'll try and find the enemy and see if we can slap them in the face. And welcome to another exciting season. Oh, and here it is, the first look of a Chinese vessel on this game, and that has got some fat cannons on it. Look at the size of that. God, you won't want to be stuffed by that, would you? That is extreme. That would appear to be an 11.4 inch cannon. That will hurt, that will pen. The reload rate is not bad either. 47.6 seconds. What have they done? That is ridiculous. On my 10-inch gun, it's about the same. But the penetration data is so much less. Oh my god. Shell weight 105% What? Okay, that is dangerous. We need to watch that. And apparently it's maneuverable. Ah, but the armor is incredibly shit. Oh, and it's slow. Oh, flipping heck, that is going to get slapped in the face. It's a glass cannon. Oh, but it's hit me. What? Oh, they just started. What are they doing? Might have to torpedo this. I know they have another destroyer somewhere, but as soon as we do apparently have the speed advantage, we will start to get our battleships into hopefully a firing solution. I don't know if they're going to hold up to that gun. That gun is ridiculous. We just need to hit it. Because our ships are manoeuvring. Obviously they can't shoot. Stop hitting my things, please. What? Stop it. We might have to torpedo about this one. I'm not going to lie. They're doing battle line. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Screen. I'm going to let them do what they want for a little bit. I might have to encourage the torpedo boats to go and have a bit of a tickle and give them a thorough shafting that way, because that is dangerous. How many casemates and things does it? Apparently a lot. No, it does have a lot. What? It's got full of torpedo. Oh, sugar lumps. Don't hit me. That was close. I don't like it. Torpedo boats, go. Go, torpedo boats. Speed. Stop following and move. Come on. Well, anyway, yes, we have, if you watch the previous ones, generally the fleet consists of 2 battleships, 2 heavier cruisers, and 8 light cruisers, and 8 torpedo boats or destroyers. Currently, in this fleet, oh, there's the destroyer. We do not have, and it's low fuel, we do not have the armoured cruisers in. They are on the way. The old previous designs, they've been taken out of every fleet, and they're going to be used for raiding and all of that shabazz. They're not really suited for the role. It was just a makeshift one. I'll show you that in a little bit. If you haven't seen it before, we'll have a look at all of the ships that we have. Oh, it got clobbered. Ah, yes. That had 4.1 inch gun. Quite dangerous, actually. A few torpedoes, but that's just gone. That is gone. We've just got this thing to deal with now. It's kind of going that way. If we maybe go that way and scream the torpedoes in, because now they are really rocking. That ship will maneuver to these torpedo boats, screaming in that list. However, torpedo boats are about 20 knots faster. There's no chance of it getting away. We've just got to blow it up without taking losses. And that is harder said than done, but speed shall be our friend. Currently the big guns are focusing on the... Oh, it got clobbered! Are you okay? It survived, it wasn't too bad. Oh, it hit a casemate, partial pen. Oh, we got armour on then. Thankfully, that hit a fat part of the armouring. Nice. Now we're just going to dive in. Dive in, gents. Dive in. Come on, dive in. Have to avoid friendly fire as well. We've been known to blow each other up with the torpedoes. Not what you want, really. Oh, flooding. What hit it? A 2-inch shell caused flooding in the rear of it. Oh, that's great. There's no armour on the back. Where's it gone? There. There's nothing. Look at that. It is legitimately a glass cannon. Apparently, we just need to tickle it. Do I leave the battleships to do it? Oh, we're already coming in now. We'll see if we can get these coming in. We'll swivel these around. Or they can be round too. But this is looking quite good at the moment because they're just trying to avoid the torpedo bolts. Ooh! Many of the casemates and things that are on the broadsides of this ship cannot shoot torpedo bolts, and oh yeah, we've got extra range on these torpedoes now. It's going to make it swivel. They've already fired. Okay. It's going to try and maneuver around them. More of them have been launched. Now we're in a danger spot. Let's pause this. I'm going to get the angular in with that formation as quickly as I can. Get these screaming further north. Come on. Torpedoes just about missed. It's dodging them. But it is getting a little bit damp. Battleships should start be able to do some good pen on this thing. We just need to... Oh, it's fired one back! Oh no! Oh, and it was a hit as well. Oh no! How big are the torpedoes? 15 inch. They're not massive. I think it was just more of a case of it's not going to be having a good day. Oh, flipping it. You're really screaming in. Turn. Oh, flash fire. Oh, the turret has gone. Ah, yes. That is a hot ship. Well, I don't think it's much good to anybody now. Torpedo hit it. I think it's gone, gents. Oh, it has. It has very much gone. Oh, but they murdered 36 people. That isn't very nice. Damage, insignificant. Torpedo bolts had a bit of a tickle. But yes, okay, now we can actually have an actual look at the map. China is being murdered. Okay, before we have a look at this absolute mess of whatever this is... Oh, apparently I'm doing a naval invasion. I completely forgot about that one. Let's have a look at the political situation. So we are obviously at war. Our current naval tonnage is a lot. We are refitting 74 ships. This is mainly loads of mine layers to an upgraded version for more mines, as you would want. We are building 32 vessels. We'll have a look at that. Currently repairing one, probably a torpedo bolt from that. Just that engagement just then. We've got lots of ships, essentially. Germans have the next biggest navy. They are not at war with anybody. However, they've been thinking about prodding the Soviet Union for quite a while. And potentially Japan and so on. Soviet Union, not too bad. Although, oh, they are at war. Oh, they're at war with China. Oh, China's going to get shafted. I didn't even know they were at war with them. But anyway, the Hungarians, they are recovering from their war with Italy, but it looks like they're now at war with Japan. How do I not know all this? Has it been this long? I know I skipped a bit of time, but come on. Here we go. France, their fleet has been decimated quite a bit. However, as you can see, they are repairing 12, building 45. They have the biggest GDP apart from me. So they are just currently in a weakened state and will probably quickly recover. Japan is not doing a right lot, although it is at war with China as well. China's just not having a good day. The fleet of China is gone. They are building 47 ships and they are repairing 29. They're just ripe for naval invasion. This is why I want to grab as much of it as I possibly can now before the French or the Japanese or even the Russians try and get in there. Italy, they are currently murdering Spain. Spain can't cope, their fleet is smashed. And Italy is now doing naval invasions. So everybody is currently murdering China. There's currently no land... Oh, there is. There's a land invasion from Russia into China. But honestly, it's just not going to happen. China has too many men with guns on the ground. Don't remember China getting Afghanistan, but okay. So what I need to avoid is a land war. I need to just get in there and take these ports as quickly as possible. If I can take the ports, grand. France has already taken this section. The Koreans are coming... Oh, flipping it. The Koreans are coming in and invading this area, so that'll be that lot done. And it looks like the Koreans are going to win that. Nice. Okay, the Germans have this a little bit. We need northeastern China. I think, what am I invading here? It looks like I'm invading southern China, and the French are also trying to get in there, but their army force is just insignificant. So there is all that. It's a bit of a race, really, to grab the rest of China. If I could get some ships up there, which I will be doing very shortly, these lot will do the job. That will be enough to secure that invasion, and then I can grab it, stop France from grabbing more, and then I should be able to move on to eastern China. By which point, we should be okay. We are close to war with France itself. It's lingering. And I fully intend to go to war with them fairly soon. I just want to grab this. Currently sending ships pretty much everywhere. China has just the odd snippets of stuff floating around. Because they're at war with just about everybody, I'm pretty sure they'll get soaked up and eaten by things that are going on. So, over here, do you know those old light cruisers that I was on about? These are the old class. I'll show you them in a moment, but they're just going to stick one of each on each of the named areas of the sea. And that is because they will go and murder many transports, which is exactly what we want. Every port should have a mine layer in it. Now, they can see it by this little ring, although many of them do need to be refit. Currently, we are maximum shipbuilding capacity. I'll show you what I'm building shortly. But yes, we have lots of things going on. Currently, trying to get the the heavy armoured cruisers in the fleets, but because the game is a bit of a dick at times, you tell it to move some ships around, and then it likes to merge them like that, for example. They've all merged, and I did not want that. But it is what it is. We'll just have to work around it. They're all currently moving around to China. When we get there, we can fiddle them out. The armoured cruisers for these three fleets here are just sat there working their way around, which is wonderful. I might actually tell these to get a wiggle on and get... Oh, the Chinese have minefields. Ah! Oh, do they? Oh, no, they don't. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, no. Well, anyway, we'll get some fleets in there and shuffle them in. I'm very much hoping that they don't attack until the armoured cruisers are in there, to be honest. So, yes, there's just stuff everywhere. To be completely honest, it's a bit of a pain in the ass trying to organise it all, but we are getting there. The fleet is all over the place currently, but they are all busy doing things. A few of them, a couple of spare battleships there. Building some new ones of the new class, I'll show you them shortly. Many armoured cruisers, which didn't really feature last time, but we have them all pretty much ready to go now. All the many light cruisers which you've all previously seen. I'll have to actually look at these in a moment anyway. Oh, that's a jolly good point. Somebody mentioned in the comments of the videos that I should change the name of the mining ships to mine layer or something, so that when I'm actually picking ships for a fleet, I don't get them mixed up. Ah, oh, whoever you are, I can't remember your name exactly, but thank you, what a good suggestion. Another thing, now that we're at Raw, about at Wash to say, we need to stick all of those ships on defend. I've just had to go through manually every single mine layer. There's quite a few. But now they're all called ML, and I should be able to find them a lot more easier. Sticking them on defend means that they won't venture off and get murdered because they're an idiot. It should mean they stay at home safe and just stick mines in, which is exactly what they're built for. It's all that they do. Now then, would you like to have a wee gander at the boats? New ones, fresh meat, yes. Flipping heck, I've got 131 torpedo boats. Not torpedo boats, mine layers. That's ridiculous. But anyway, let's have a wee gander. Can't forget about my cup of tea though, neither. Ah, lovely. Alrighty, well, these were the originals. We won't go into the originals. If you've watched the previous seasons, you'll know all about them. But we will have a quick comparison of the new stuff compared to the current stuff. So this is a current battleship, which is not bad. This is an upgrade of the original 1890s ship. You know, it's not too bad. It seems to do the job. They didn't always hit the target, but it did its job. Now this is going to be replaced by the Rodney. This, isn't that wonderful? This is a semi-dreadnought hull. It is nearly 5,000 tons heavier. The guns are an extra inch in girth, and it has dual cannons on the sides and everything. The armour is incredibly wet, the engine efficiency is good, the speed is about the same, but the technology that's in here is so much better. Oh, it's just, Armour quality is now plus 55 with a main inch belt of 13.4. Vastly improved over the previous model. The turret armour is as high as it could possibly have gone. And the penetration on these guns is much better indeed. Still using coal, but we're working on it. Induced boilers, the new steam engine, which is better. All, again, vastly improved over the previous design. Harvey armour, Babette 2. We don't want any of these going pop, do we? I mean, there's a slight tendency of them going pop, but where's that gone? Flash fire, 32%, but I couldn't get it down anymore. I just couldn't. It's probably to do with the balisite, that's a little bit boomy. However, I like boomy when it hits the enemy, so we've gone for that risk. If one of these do go up, it will be catastrophic, though. It's just, at that point, you're just having a party, and there's nothing more you could do. Heavy shells, again, more explosive in there. TNT, a little bit better on the explodey side of things. However, it's one against the other. I mean, what do you do? With this combination, the projectile should be more flat as it goes through the air, creating more penetration, more muzzle velocity, instead of going for a plunging one. We don't have the accuracy for a plunging, so I've just gone for a more straight bullet, and we'll see how that turns out. Torpedoes are increased in size, 17 inches now, getting a little bit fat. The range is also improved, so we've gone for fast torpedo propulsion, because, well, they fire further at the enemy, see them earlier. It certainly deters the enemy, but they also shit themselves when it comes at them at around 40 knots. Just trying to keep the distance away from the enemy at this point. Couldn't fit on improved reloading, but it is what it is. Overall, a solid thing. Not battle tested yet, still constructing them, but they are far superior. Anti-flood 2, Citadel 2, which is just anti-torpedo, double bottom hull. They should be much more resistant than previous designs. By clicking on refit, I can actually see all the penetration data. There you go. Now, bear in mind, that pen data is with the armor quality at 55%. So the armor that I have on now, that's the quality it's got on. That will rip through a good amount of it. So the maximum I could have put on the ship is 13.4. So essentially my gun will rip through the armor of its own ship at 10 kilometers. Accuracy is slowly improving. These are still only Mark IIs. I mean, the reload time on these is a little bit heavy, 70 seconds. But we need the ability to be able to pen. These things are 7-inch guns. They will be able to take out many cruisers. Now, we don't have casemates or anything else on this, so that is where these come in. Vast improvement on the towers. These will significantly improve many aspects of aiming and torpedo spotting and repairs and everything. Much improved. So this ship will cost 56 million, which is a significant improvement and also a significant increase in cost over this, which is the previous design of, what was it when it loads, 32 million, call it. So that is that. Now then, going down the list, when we first did the ships and the fleet ideas, we wanted 2 battleships and 2 ships which would supplement the, well, basically an armoured cruiser, but the ones that we had available were crap, so we built these, and this is the improved version. These have been taken out the fleet entirely, and they are being replaced currently with this ship, which was featured in last season, but we didn't really get it in combat, just because I was building everything and then war happened and then I needed to repair things, so it didn't really happen. But these are just on their way to every single fleet right now. They're all ready, mostly. But yes, that is, it's not a bad ship. It's good. It's a little bit quick. It's armoured up. It's got some good technology on there. All of that shabazz. Armour isn't too bad. The guns are decent. Yes, much improved. Meaning these are going to be left to roam the seas and murder enemy convoys. They have the firepower, not really accurate, but they've got the gun to go and tickle pretty much anything bigger than, well, anything smaller than an armed cruiser. They probably won't be able to stand up to it, they'll probably get blown up by that point, but they can certainly harass, and that's what these are going to do until they are all dead. So with this ship being built, and in every other ship fleet, I actually made another one to go along with the new re-envisioned fleets. So this will no longer be built. At some point it will be upgraded, but until then, no. This is what is going to be replacing it at some point. There we go. Would you look at that? This is on a much more resistant hull. This thing should be able to take punishment unlike any previous design that we have had. Not only is the armour belt significantly more girthy by a solid more 50%, the firepower is good, it's got many casemates on it. Yes, it's not as quick, but it doesn't need to be. It is more expensive, however, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Overall, shipworthiness, seaworthiness, should I say, it's not quite as good. But this thing is a brick. It will absorb the pain. And that is what we want. So, there is that. And now we're moving down to the workhorse, the light cruiser. This is the old, improved version, which, as many of you know, has lots of little guns on it. Cheap and cheerful. It's really cheap and cheerful. It fills the role. They just squirt cannons everywhere and stop the bigger boats from, well, being murdered. Now, at this period, accuracy is improving, so they're probably going to get sunk more and more and more. However, these have been upgraded slightly, and they do hit the enemy quite often and do significant damage. They're going to sink. But this is going to be replaced with this. Similar to the armoured cruiser that we just showed you, it's basically the same style of hull, but smaller. Now, these have not as many big guns. Oh my god, what exactly does it have? I made this a little bit ago. Here we go. 2 7-inch gun, enough to take out many cruisers. We have 2 3-inch guns, just because. 14 2-inch guns. These are just going to be machine guns to be taking out destroyers and everything else like that. They're going to be lethal for it. The 2 7-inch guns will be able to take out any other cruiser. And these could take a lot more punishment. Again, punishment absorption is key to the current tactics. So hopefully it will pay off. And last but not least, the salmon. This has been very good design, to be fair, very expendable, and it just squirts torpedoes left, right and centre. Now this is going to be replaced by a destroyer. Let's have a look at that. Here it is. A few generations worth of technology since those were made. Now, this is significantly more expensive, however, I'm hoping that they can actually not just die when they get tickled slightly. Now, these have, again, much bigger torpedoes on them and everything else. 17 inches, dual, so they were ball fire, so that is good. The range is much, much better, and the torpedo speed is also vastly improved at 40 knots. Not much is going to get past that. We've got 2 guns on it this time, so it actually does have something. 2 4-inch gun. The previous one had one little 2-inch gun, but that's just because it doesn't ever do anything. So I thought we could stick a little bit on. Hopefully these can damage and hurt other destroyers. That's why I wanted another one on. I couldn't stick any more torpedoes on it, so another gun doesn't hurt. Very balanced design. I quite like this. Quite speedy. What does it go at now? 33. Faster than the torpedo boats as well. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it certainly will get you from A to B rather quickly. So yes, we've basically gone up in the world. Many of these are building. We've got 1 fleet currently in construction of all the new stuff. And hopefully we can murder France with them. Let me know your thoughts, or if you have any questions on any of these ships, then do not hesitate to ask and stick it in the comments. I do read them. Have a wee gander. This is the mining ship as well. Again, not improved really very much. The only thing I did is I improved the engine efficiency. Just in case I needed to move them around the map. It kind of just did my head in as well. But all they do is sit in port and lay mines. That is it. Cheap and cheerful. That's never going to get any bigger than that. There you have it. That is the fleet. So the naval invasions are happening. Italy is doing its thing, and it looks like they're going to be taking Western Spain. If they can get a little bit more tonnage in there, that would be more ideal for them. It looks like Spain are putting up what little resistance they have left. What is a little bit concerning though is that, oh no, where's the rest of the fleet then? The naval invasion, they need 128,000 ton. Where is their ships? They must be in there somewhere and I can't see them, which is a little bit annoying. I was wondering where their fleets were. But our ships are manoeuvring around. We're not at war with France yet, but I do need to be prepared. I need the tonnage to get over to China as quickly as possible. What are these doing? Oh yes, they're going to go and do their thing. I'm having to ship them off one by one to go and patrol areas just because the game is a bit of a dick and likes to merge them, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. You have to kind of deal with it. Legit just slowly working my way around. I mean, if I stick one in the Baltic Sea, yes, it will probably get blown out of the water as soon as we go to war with Germany or Russia, for example, but I don't really care. Oh, that was another thing. We are in an alliance with Germany. They finally accepted. So we should have some support in the army situation. I also think they're an alliance with France. So a big dilemma that is coming up is who will Germany decide to fight with? Me or France? Now, Germany could well and truly be a dick and think, fuck you, and try and shag me in the ass, which is not going to do me any favours. Then I'll be against the 2 biggest powers. Now, I need to make sure I do this carefully, and hopefully, if China gets shagged before I get tickling France, then I won't need to answer that question. But if I'm going to be at war with all 3 of them, and my ships are all the way over here, then we're going to be in trouble. We need to avoid that. Well, let's see if I can get these ships up here. I'm going to clump them all up. I've got enough room in a fleet to go and do that. And then if we do a port strike, for example, then the port will get royally shafted. We've also got these 6 armoured cruisers which are on the way. They will be there in 2 turns, unfortunately. Not 1, but it is what it is. Before we do carry on, research. We have made significant improvements. As you can see, armed merchant cruisers now. That is jolly good. Naval communications. We can now have 9,000 people in a command force, which is lovely. Another reason why generally I have limited cramped crew in my ships, because you can have more of them in a fleet. How that makes sense, I don't know. But anyway, mines, we are getting there. Where's it gone? Early contact mines 3. Yeah, we just need more mines really. Underwater acoustics, not really a thing at the moment, but we're keeping up with it a little bit. Torpedo propulsion I'm focusing on. We're going to be having, when it shows it, 5,000 meter range. And an even girthier torpedo. I'm pushing these because at some point refits will be happening. Well, I suppose it's not really a big rush. I could actually probably turn that off. We've made the ships now. If I turn them off, I could focus on something else. These will get done on their own. And I don't necessarily need the improvement. Okay, we'll do that. Twin torpedo tubes, you saw that one. Shells. I'm not that bothered about these at the moment. Explosives are always good, but again, at the moment I'm okay. I might push down more of the big guns and the small guns. Get them even better. See, Mark III 10-inch guns are going to be coming in. I might rush them a little bit. Gun layout. 4 times large centerline guns. I mean, we are going to be going into Dreadnought period very soon. If I can make them Mark IIIs, that would be incredibly wet. Better rangefinders are probably wanting as well. Control stations, probably. Again, I think I need to go down the boiler route a little bit more. When I was building that battleship, there was limited. Going for oil, that will probably really help. Hull construction, that's just a thing. It's not too bad. Armour, new armour, yeah, that will be, ooh, excellent. Weight down significantly. Destroyer design, more weight on that, not too bothered at the moment. Honestly, the size of the hulls and everything isn't too bad. I'm thinking further improvements are going to be on the guns, small and large. Maybe internal protection, we've been slapping some of this down quite hard lately. Anti-flooding and all of that gubbins. Hull protection, again, not too shabby on there. I might try and go for a bit of oil. Or, what might be a better idea, is maybe naval communications. We could potentially have more ships in the fleet, but then again I want 40 fleets hanging around, and they're nowhere near filling that 9,000 crew, so I might just leave that at the moment. I think we're okay. I might just go for rangefinders at the moment. See what that comes up with. And let's see if we can murder somebody before things begin. Alright, let's go. Let's give it some. 2 naval invasions. What did I do? I may have clicked something and I didn't know. Not good, is it? Ha! Oh, here we go. Okay, 2 of the fleets have merged. And we are going to do a strike on an undefended port. Oh, we slapped it around to... Speaking of technology, Mark III 10-inch gun. Yes, please. Oh! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh, the Chinese may have gone mad on minefields and... we've taken significant damage. Many people have died. Oh no! Where is that? Oh, but the Chinese transport fleet. Oh, there's nothing left. I fancy losing 20 transports in one go. That cannot do you any favours. Egypt are after a battleship. No, go away. Netherlands, no, I can't do it right now. I need to build my own. Oh no, don't do a major offensive. Oh, now Canada's prodding me again. What are you doing? Okay, things are a mess. So looking at this is the fleet that got... Oh, maybe they didn't get tickled. Is it this fleet that got tickled? Oh, it's this fleet that got tickled. Oh, yeah, they really did get tickled. They must have mines in Magong and... Yeah, nasty. What's this naval invasion? Me? And me. Oh, they're both me. What am I invading? I don't even know. Not sure why, but I've got a stray torpedo boat there. Might just stick it back. I'll keep them all together in one blob, which is what I wanted anyway. The armoured cruisers are coming. There they are. Get them in that region as well. I mean, there's that much firepower there. The enemy are not going to be able to make them move. I might even be doing two. I must. Yeah. What's the other thing I'm invading though? I don't even know. We're invading all of this apparently. Down here we have another fleet ready. I might shuffle these into the area. I'll stick them there. Done. Might be a little bit overkill, but you never know. We've already spotted them. Excellent news. We know where we're actually going. I'll just send the fleet this way, I suppose. Many of these have been tickled by the mines. Now, I was being a bit insistent last season about getting all the minefields set up, and this is just a prime example why. Now, this is when China's done it. I don't know what degree their minefields were at, but they certainly gave me a bit of a tickle. Now, if I could do that, you know, with the vast empire that I've got to protect, it just seems absolutely logical to have mines all over it. Because any enemy that I face will have to face the mines, and that's just going to be all over the world. I mean, what more could you want? I've just got to argue with these to get them to do what I want, and just give them a thorough shagging, and in you go, gentlemen. Yes, please give them something to think about. They should go and murder them on their own, but it is the AI in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and as many of you know, it does questionable things half the time. Doesn't necessarily make any sense. They just do they're a bit dim. They're a bit dim. Best way to put it, really. And when they're all clumped up like that, any fire coming over, then they just get murdered. We've done that several times during the campaign where our ships just get murdered, and it's nothing more infuriating. No, we're just going to have a bit of a tickle. We'll see what happens when we scout them around like this. The torpedo boats, I might just get them to behave. Well, I could just send all the torpedo boats in, actually. What a jolly good idea. Do I do one fat line? Oh, that might be quite interesting. Let's do some experimenting. Are they armed? No, they're not. It just gets worse. Well, here's the enemy battleship. It's... Oh, not battleship. Armoured cruiser. It's another one of them. They don't have many ships left, to be honest. We'll send the battleships over to go and deal with it. I mean, I think the torpedo boats might be going in anyway. I mean, if I change this to line abreast and do that, shall we see what happens? Going to be a wall of torpedo boats. It's not going to be pretty because they're not very organised right now, but it should look quite spectacular to some degree. Oh, we've already tickled it. Remember, this thing has no armour. The 2-inch guns have damaged it. Oh! That's not good. You've hurt my vessel. You've hurt the recruit. That's not good. Get out of there, man. Get out of there. No, they are. But they're not getting a formation quick enough. This is just going to be a bit of a shit show, but it is what it is. We're still screaming in. I'm hoping to get in torpedo range of it. I mean, the idea is that there's a big wall of them coming, but that clearly isn't happening. Oh! The torch got tickled quite heavily. Torpedoes are already in the water. Come on, chaps. Remember, that thing is incredibly slow. The battleships are now squirting at it. Oh, and it just went pop! What was that? I don't know, but more torpedoes are going in. Oh, that's a hit. Well, that's going in the drink very soon. Oh my Gideon. Oh no. We have been hit. Remember, these are the torpedo bolts, not the destroyers. Oh, they're all being duds. That thing is burning alive. Oh, we lost the torch. Heavy flooding did it. It's just gone. We just need to take care of these. I'm very cautious at the moment of friendly fire. I can just see it happening. Oh. If I end this now, do I do the mission? I don't know. We'll leave one alive and see. Feel a bit bad for these bolts. They're just getting hounded like you won't believe. Once they find out who's actually shooting what. FPS is struggling. Oh, there we go, it's coming in now, it's coming in now. Oh, but it's already gone. Damn it, we didn't get to see the colossal. Oh yeah, look at the state of that. That's just ridiculous. Oh, we nearly collided with it. I've turned the torpedoes off. I know what happens, we end up sinking. Oh! We got shot ourselves. Oh, I need to leave one alive, don't I? Ah! What? That's... God damn it, I should have sank them all. Yeah, I'll remember that for future. I do actually need to sink them all. France ship damaged by enemy mines. There's just a bit of a bastard for it, really. Oh! Korea has invaded successfully. Where has it gone? There it is. Nice. Okay, China's getting shafted thoroughly. Oh! The Hungarians are trying to... What? Oh, they've actually got a fleet there and everything. The Hungarians are invading Japan. What? No way. Where's the Japanese fleet at? They've got enough of them. Have they just wandered all over? I hope they've not sent their ships to go and tickle the Hungarians. When the Hungarians are already here, that would be an incredibly stupid thing to do, wouldn't it? Oh, look, look, look. Yeah, no, they might be. That might be happening. Yes. Their fleet is there, but they're trying to do a naval invasion and they don't have the tonnage. That's going to be horrendous. The minefields, though, in every single port is getting a little bit worse and worse and worse and worse. That's definitely something we need to look out for. We've got another one. Armoured cruiser and a destroyer and a torpedo boat. We haven't seen their torpedo boats, but I don't think it's going to be anything too impressive. We shall auto-resolve. Nothing was sunk on my side, lovely. Ooh, bastards. I lost 3 transports in Southeast Asia. Oh, and the Russians are finally coming in to try and tickle China. That might be interesting. Oh! Oh, finally! Mexico! I can start murdering you! Oh, France didn't like that. Oh, we might be going to war with France sooner than later. Okay, well, we're sending troops currently into Tibet from eastern India. That's just not going to work. This is what I wanted to avoid many moons ago. The Soviets are going in again. That's not going to work. It's just not. Wasn't Canada doing something to me? Oh yes, it was. Canada are moving in and trying to murder me again, trying to take British Columbia. What are you doing? Stop it. Here we go. I need 20,000 tons and I can take northeast Mexico. Yes, please. Send them in. That is what we're talking about. They are getting a little bit pissy at me though. They're trying to take Western USA. We still haven't. I don't know why we've still not sent troops into the middle of America. Apparently, the government can't be asked. However, we are very dangerously now at war with France. I need to be prepared. We can set up another invasion. We'll go for Pengu. I don't know where that is, but we'll go for that. Where the hell is Pengu? Is it a little island? Oh, it might be that Mongong bit. Okay. Seeing as we are so close to war with France now... Oh, when did they take that? Oh, I didn't even know they took that. But we need to kick them out of the area a little bit. There's got some little shitty islands down here I want to take. There's lots of just scrappy bits that the French have. It needs to be eliminated so that they can't just spring out bolts from there and shaft me. Now we've also got the southern bit of Brazil, there's the Caribbean, we've got a fleet down there. Africa's going to be a little bit of a problem. They've just got scrappy bits. I need to sort that out because if I can stop that, they can't resupply their vessels. As a home defense, currently I have 3 fleets ready, kitted out, ready to go, which is wonderful. The French fleet, I predict, is a bit shagged at the moment. Yes, they've got many ships though. They are still very much dangerous. And I need to be able to stop that from happening. I'm hoping if I keep enough tonnage floating around in the area, I can potentially do a naval invasion, maybe, of their homeland. Which would be incredibly juicy. I don't know how much of a force I need for that, but it's not going to be small. One of the new fleets will be ready very soon. In 5 months' time, we will actually have a brand new fleet in Rostov, or whatever you want to call it, and that is going to be the new, improved, all of that good stuff. There they are, they're in there somewhere. They're going to be ready, and that will be unleashed against the French. So if war was to break out with France tomorrow, we have 4 fleets in here tickling China, which is going to be, it might be enough, but I've got another one here, so that's going to be 5 fleets soaked up in tickling China. I've got another one here, which I'm going to use to invade these 2 poxy islands. Doesn't seem a bit like much, but believe me, when they start popping ships out of there, you're not going to be too impressed. So I'm going to seal that deal, and then they could then be used to seal the deal over here as well in Malucas. And then we've got 3 fleets here. These are awaiting armoured cruisers. They are on the way. They're not far off. Oh, there's another fleet. How many ships do we have? There we go. We've got some more coming down here. That's at least 4 armoured cruisers. I need 6 there. I don't know where the other 2 are. Are they still building? Ah, I've got 2 more over there. Yes, they need to work their way. So I might send 1 fleet back and stash them there just to be a bit of a dick, because I like being a bit of a dick half the time. And then these 2 will just be stationed here till they're organised, because the game is a bit of a nightmare for scuffing everything, as many of you may know. We'll keep them there, and then I can split it. Ooh, would you look at that? Hull strengthening, Dreadnought hull design, 1904. That could change everything. All the other hulls are then going to be obsolete. Oh, might be making a new battleship sooner rather than later. Definitely something to look forward to. I definitely like the Mark III guns in it though, but I don't think we're going to get there in time. But on that note, I'm going to leave this episode here. I thoroughly hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and I hope that you are now excited and primed to proceed further into the season as I release it. I'm going to release them a little bit more spread out this time, a little bit more as I do them. So do keep an eye out. If you want to save the playlist, do it. Subscribe if you don't want to miss anything, because this is going to get rather wet, and that is rather exciting. Stay tuned for more. If you want to see the videos a little bit earlier than everybody else, do not forget you can pay, £1 a month or something for membership, and you will get them earlier than anybody else. Isn't that wonderful? And on that note, get some tea down your neck and stay tuned. Bye bye for now. I'm glad you liked that one. There's more of that on your screen right now. Make sure that you tickle that before you disappear and hit the like button. That makes me rather excited, and if you hit the subscribe button, I'll be even more excited. Don't forget about the links in the description. There's plenty of good things in there, from a Discord link to instant gaming links and all of that shabazz. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.